This is the shepherd's wool utility cloth. I thought I'd talk briefly about what it is, how I might use it, and just show it to you. So first impression of it is that the material feels strong, and yet it feels kind of light and thin, but in a good way, right? It's meant to be sort of complement your existing travel accoutrement, as it were. And so in that way, it's not very intrusive, and which is a good thing. On the back of this little tag, it specifies here's what you might be able to do with it. You can use it as a bandana, tablecloth, handkerchief, mini blanket, scarf, or bindle, really anything. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is something that I'll probably start traveling with just to see what I like. If I have a couple of merino wool pieces, a couple of shirts that I travel with, and I found those to be very handy because they wick away moisture, yet they're very quickly, and yet they're also very warm. So they're good in cool and hot weather. So this I could use probably very similarly as I had when I was cold outside the other day. My first inkling was to take it out and use it as a scarf as it specifies. But one thing that I'll probably use it for sure is on international flights. I'll probably just unfold it and use it to just cover up my face. Usually I just use my jacket for that, and I'll do that because I'm used to sleeping in the dark, and I really don't like a lot of light. And you never know who's walking by. The lights come on and off in an airplane, so on and so forth. That, and probably, as it specified in the description, could be used to protect something fragile in a pinch, like a bottle of wine. Here's what it looks like fully open. It's not particularly large. It is a 64 centimeter square. So 64 by 64 centimeters, or 25 inches on each side. So it's just a decent size. It's really too small to be used as anything but like a blanket to go over your legs or something, in my opinion, or at least my legs. But I will say one thing about it. It's easy to carry, and it does one thing for me, one thing really well. And it answers the age-old question, what the heck do I put in this pocket here in my Cynic? So in my Cynic and Synapse, I've almost never used that pocket because I've never found a place for it. And because of the shepherd's wool utility cloth, finally figured out what I can do with it. There it goes, and in it will stay.